The morning sun bathed the plaza in a thick golden light. Chocolate rivers flowed with rhythmic ease, and the candy trees swayed in the gentle breeze. Scoopy Strawberry sprinted across the square, waving at the drifting sprinkles, while Choko Chocolate watched from the edge of the path. Then the silence broke. The sun flared, not with warmth, but with a searing, white-hot intensity. The chocolate river shuddered, its current turning to thick, sluggish sludge. Trees began to droop, their branches bending toward the ground, as if losing their structure. Scoopy gasped, stumbling as his own surface softened and began to drip in the rising temperature. Choko wiped sweat from his brow, his posture stiffening as he scanned the horizon. Above them, the rainbow sky groaned and shattered into jagged shards. A red holographic crystal materialized, light pulsed, frost core stolen. The sky bled into a deep, foreboding violet. The air grew heavy, static charged, and sharp. The peace was gone, replaced by the immediate, crushing threat of total collapse. Scoopy and Choko sprinted toward the plaza, meeting Vanny, Lemon Pop, and Minty. No time remained for words. They moved as a single unit, their destination a jagged, futuristic ice tower pulsing with erratic blue energy. They reached the edge of the jelly swamp, a landscape that defied gravity. The ground was not earth, but a gelatinous trap that bounced and rippled with every footfall. They plunged in, testing the surface. Lemon Pop blurred past, his speed keeping him on the surface. But Cookie Crunch was less fortunate. He took a heavy step, the ground gave way, and he tumbled deep into a sticky, sugary mound. The swamp pulled at him, hungry for his momentum. Minty did not hesitate. He lunged forward, tapping his feet rhythmically against the translucent terrain. Where his feet struck, the jelly hardened instantly into frosted stepping stones. He moved with precision, carving a path through the chaos. They scrambled, gasping, tower loomed, its blue light casting long, cold shadows across the swamp. They were closing the distance, but the ground beneath them continued to vibrate, threatening to shatter their path at any moment. The team reached the base of the tower, their boots crunching on the frosted sugar ground. Jagged monolith pulsed blue. Scoopy led. Pushing through the heavy frosted doors, the air inside dropped instantly, turning their breath into thick, white plumes. The temperature plummeted, and the floor beneath them vibrated with a low hum that rattled their teeth. They stepped into the central chamber. It was vast, echoing, and filled with swirling, razor-sharp ice crystals that circled the room like a miniature storm. In the very center hovered a figure crafted from shifting frozen fragments. It spun in place, radiating a cold, flickering sparks. Cold light, scorching the walls. The team fanned out, their movements slowed by the biting frost. Choko raised his arm to shield his face as a blast of wind knocked him backward. The figure stopped its spinning, its form coalescing into a jagged, upright shape. It turned toward them, emitting a high-pitched, harmonic whine that signaled the final hurdle. The confrontation had begun, and the room grew colder still. Scoopy stepped forward, hands outstretched, his presence cutting through the freezing air. He spoke, a soft, steady sound that seemed to anchor the swirling storm. The icy figure faltered, its frantic rotation slowing. Seizing the moment, Minty darted toward the wall. Frost-sealed leaks, sparks died. Across the room, Choko reached the central console. His fingers flew across the glowing buttons, bypassing the corrupted security protocols. The system shrieked, a metallic sound that echoed off the frozen ceiling, but he did not pull back. He keyed in the final command. Scoopy placed his hands directly onto the central crystal, pushing every ounce of warmth into the core. The surface resisted, biting into his palms, but he held firm. The red light inside the crystal shuddered. It pulsed once, twice, then shattered from within. A wave of brilliant, multicolored light erupted, washing over the chamber in a triumphant arc. The chaos vanished, replaced by a calm, humming frequency. The tower stabilized, and the biting cold gave way to a gentle, radiating warmth that filled the room. The restoration wave rippled outward from the tower, a warm current that swept across the plains. Wherever the light touched, the sludge in the chocolate river liquefied, surging forward with renewed speed. The drooped candy trees snapped upright, their leaves shimmering as they regained their natural color. The violet haze in the sky dissolved, chased away by the return of the golden sun. Inside the plaza, the ground settled into its familiar, vibrant state. Scoopy and Choko stepped out from the tower, joined by Minty and Lemon Pop. The 5 heroes met in the center of the square, their movements unhurried and light. They looked up as the sky transformed. Fireworks shaped like hearts and stars ignited in rapid succession, showering the plaza in a rain of confetti sprinkles. The air carried the scent of sugar and warmth, a stark contrast to the biting cold of the tower. Scoopy turned toward the center of the square, his face breaking into a wide, bright smile. Beside him, Choko nodded, tension ebbed, peace hummed. Candyland was whole again, anchored by the light of the sun and the presence of its guardians.